Hello and welcome to my channel, and welcome to my loot showcase for Through the Veil, the latest installment of Guild Wars 2's Secrets of the Obscure expansion. There are no spoilers in this video unless you consider loot a spoiler, and then, well, it was nice of you to drop by. I'll see you next time. If you have not played through SOTO, I highly recommend it, and if you feel so inclined, the links below to my referral gifted to me by ArenaNet. I am a member of their partner program. Buying SOTO through my link directly helps the channel, keeps me afloat, but costs you not a penny more. However, shill over, and more importantly, there are links down there to the wiki where you will find all the information about how to unlock all these items, some of which we're going to have to wait for a little bit because we don't know where they come from. And of course, this video is chaptered for your viewing pleasure. So let's dive into it, starting with the new infusion, the Jotun Infusion. If you don't know the Jotun, they're a fantastic elder race in Guild Wars 2. They were the first astronomers, and their civilization collapsed in the previous Dragon Rising. This infusion is an extremely rare drop chance from completing the Cosmic Observatory Strike mission on challenge mode, so not for the faint of heart for sure. However, it does look like the infusion may be sellable on the trading post, so save up your pennies if you want to get it that way. This infusion has a hypnotic effect, almost fractals through the body, and displays very differently depending on the pigmentation of your character. Lighter hues seem to offer a better view of the internal machinations of this infusion. If you do have fur patterns, inks, markings on your character, this will affect how the infusion is viewed and how it displays. They kind of get in the way. Let me know what you think of this beautiful scrolling fractal-esque infusion down below. On to the next slot item, I guess, which is the Wurm Enrichment. Now, to get this, you will need to complete Frode's journal collection, for which you get this enrichment item. Now, you will need an amulet with a utility slot to equip it, and if you do, you can choose between a 20% increase to experience from kills, a 20% increase to gold from monster killing, a 15% increase to karma generation, a 20% increase to magic find, a 5% increase to World v World reward track gains, or a 10% increase to World v World experience gains. They're very handy to have. You should always have one in if you possibly can, and ascended amulets are very easy to get in the game these days. Moving on to weapons that have arrived with Through the Veil, and my goodness, they certainly have embraced the dark theme for this one. I think I'm going to coin the phrase abattoir chic for some of this stuff, so bear with me. But we're starting with eyeballs. Do you feel that you don't have enough eyeballs? Well, I have you covered with the exotic Abomination Weapon set for the lovers of cephalopods and eyeballs. Where do we get them? Well, they do drop from Oneiros Horde chests, and there is an achievement which offers Oneiros Horde chests. Abomination Weapons are a rare drop, and I would imagine, because we don't have the data at the moment, and that they're going to drop from champions and events, and possibly from convergences as well. Let me know if you're going to partake in any of these tentacle boys. Anyone for sushimi? Moving on to the Saryx weapons. This is the base rare weapon type. They're found, of course, in Saryx weapon boxes, which drop throughout Neos, and they are also a uncommon drop chance in Neos Horde chests as well. Completing the Threat of Our Presence achievement rewarded in the Inner Neos Hater Territory achievement tab, you get a Neos Horde chest, which has a chance to drop one of these. However, as I said, killing monsters, completing objectives in Neos will likely reward numerous of these, and they can be sold on the trading post. And if this fresh abattoir chic is not your cup of tea, and you prefer your meaty offerings more rancid, may I offer you the Consecrated Saryx set. Consecrated with what? We don't know. We're quite concerned. Is there a hazmat suit possibly available with this expansion patch? I'm thinking probably not. Do make sure you have your rabies jab though. So this is an upgraded version. You go from rare to exotic, which is technically an upgrade, and visually there's certainly things happening here. If you think this is yummy and something that you want to put close to your character's face, then you can purchase these recipes. You can. Me, I'm okay, I'm good, but you can purchase these from the factions provisioner at the Astral Ward camp close to the Astral Ward waypoint in Oneiros. Recipes will cost you 5 unusual coins each. Please just don't lick them. Don't lick them. And back to things that I'm not sure where to get them from exactly. This is the Wrath of Ignaxious, an Ascended Mace, which is a super rare drop chance from Oneiros Horde chests. There might be another way to get it. It could drop from convergences. Sorry. This is why it's called a loot showcase and not a loot guide. Okay, onto the Wizard's Vault weapon set. So we got the Sanctified Weapons with the first Wizard Vault. They're a gold affair. Here, I'll put an image on the screen. And these are the dark Sanctified Weapons. Pretty much exactly the same model, but with different colouring and a beautiful red, kind of flamey tinged the edge. Very nice particle effect. These, thumbs up from me. You can lick the dark Sanctified. I mean that glow doesn't look very good. Don't lick your weapon. I'm putting a stop to this. Don't lick any of your weapons. Moving on to armour. So we have the Wizard's Vault Sanctified Armour. We have already had this kind of Sun Spear inspired stuff on with the first quarter of the Wizard's Vault, and Through the Veil introduces the chest piece and the trousers, or the kilt, I guess it's a kilt, and the helm, the crown. It really has a great Sun Spear vibe to this. So if you're into that kind of Sun Spear paragon of the original franchise, this is your bag right here. Okay, onto the Oneiros stuff that we have been chomping at the bit to see, or at least I have been chomping at the bit to see, the Kryptos-inspired Armours. Here it is. This is the cover art. You've already seen this. I've already decided that this is a thumbnail even before I've made it. So if you wanted to cosplay as Pather, well, congratulations. Here you are. All the weights are the same, all the races are the same, all the genders are the same. This is just a one and done Pather cosplay. And honestly, I'm here for it. It's really beautiful. It does dye up well, and I think it looks great on all of them. And there is no clipping for Char, and there's no feet issues for Char or for Asura. You do kind of lose your ears, so rip. But hey, it looks great, and you get horns. At the time of writing, because I was given access to the test ROM and I didn't earn this is not my account, I'm just kabuki theatering somebody else's, I have no idea how this unlocks. I didn't play through the story on the test ROM because I'm a gamer first and I want to enjoy it with everybody else and I don't want to spoil it myself. I did do enough to get to Naos, no spoilers. We already knew that we were going there, so that's not a spoiler technically, but I don't know how we're going to get this. It's exotic gear. So maybe the convergences. It is part, however, of the legendary open world content. So I think it must be something to do with completing it, maybe a map meta or something like that on the Naos map. It has to be something to do with that. I haven't found any collections or any achievements associated with it. I've looked in the legendary loot section. I've looked in the achievements to do with Naos and then the Astral Ward and the Astral Ward Mastery and all the rest of that kit and caboodle. I can't find anything. I am at a loss. So we will just have to wait and see, and I'm sure it won't be very long until the community figures it out and it will be on the wiki for all of us to unlock, because I've got to have this. Those feet are amazing. Onto a piece of the Oneiros kit that I actually do know where it comes from, hooray, which is the cape. So you must complete the Inner Naos Mastery achievement to unlock this cape. It's a thing with a very distinct look. We're in the aspect of abattoir chic. Full disclosure, it's too meaty for me, but hey, you do you, boo. On to what many people will be very interested in, which is 6 new relics that are going to be added with Through the Veil. All of them, all these relics are unlocked via some sort of achievement, whether it's doing a strike mission or whether it's doing a meta achievement. So let's dive into it. The Relic of Naos. Here, removing a condition from yourself heals you. Well, that's very nice. And to unlock this relic, you need to complete the Threat of Our Presence achievement. Next up is the Relic of Naris. Gain stacks of Naris's hunger every interval when you remove boons from enemies. Consume 10 stacks to grow larger. Oh, this is going to be fun. Dealing increased damage, taking reduced damage, and converting a percentage of outgoing damage into healing. Well, that's rather nice, and I kind of regret that I didn't test that, because I wonder how big you get. That would be pretty cool if you could get 10 times bigger. Anyway, to get this relic, you will need to complete Tier 2 of the Convergence's Conquest achievement, found in the Convergence's Achievement tab. And if you get all the tiers of Convergence Conqueror, you get yourself a Sky Scale weapon, which are ascended and cute. If you want a Sky Scale on a stick, get thee to a Convergence Sun. Okay, moving on. So the next relic up is the Midnight King. Now this relic grants might and fury to nearby allies when you disable an enemy. To unlock this, you will need to go to the story journal achievements, and it's the Secret of the Obscure Act 4 Mastery, and it's the completion. All the kit and caboodle completion. Onto the relic of the Demon Queen. Oh gosh, that sounds very drama, doesn't it? So what does she do? Well, poisons that you apply reduce healing by an additional amount. You can see the amount on the screen. Disabling a foe applies poison. This is unlocked via, again, the story journal, Secrets of the Obscure Act 4, Don't Bring Me Down achievements. So the idea is don't get downed. Good luck with that one if you're an elementalist. We love you. Onto the relic of Febe, and it is Febe that was confirmed. When you use a healing skill, grant nearby allies swiftness and remove a movement impairing condition from them. That's quite nice. This is unlocked via the Oneiros Mastery 1 Behind Demon Lines Tier 3. And the last relic in the lineup is Caracosa. Heal other nearby allies when you successfully combo a field with a blast finisher. I am fairly rubbish at doing that. This is unlocked via, again, story achievement, Secret Future, Act 4 Mastery at all cost achievement. That's all the loot and bits and pieces that I have been able to find, and that is quite a lot of gear. You've got a new infusion, a new enrichment, we've got 3 new weapon sets to collect, 2 new armor sets, and quite a few bits and bats. Now, this is definitely not an exhaustive list of all the loot in the game. This is the loot I've found. There will be more coming out of the cracks as we play the game. But if you have enjoyed this loot showcase, please show some love to the channel by liking the video. That feeds the hungry YouTube algorithm. If you think that you would like more content from me, do subscribe. If you really love my content, use my links below or become a patron. I like food and shoes and things like that. I really do. And please do show some love to people who allow me to buy food and shoes and things like that. My wondrous, fantabulous, miraculous Patreons over on Patreon and Subscribestar who genuinely keep me up running and more or less sane adjacent. And of course, a big thank you to ArenaNet and their partner program. Again, I am genuinely proud of my affiliation with them. They are a fantastic company and do great works. If you haven't checked it out, there was so much money for Extra Life not so long ago, and I was very happy to participate in their 24-hour live stream. I did 2 hours. It was really great fun with the peeps from the Lightbringers podcast. They're amazing. I love them. Thank you so much. And that is it. We have come to the very end. So until we meet again, please stay safe, stay awesome, and thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.